Hi guys, my name is Clever PC. So in this video, we are gonna explain how why I began this English YouTube channel. So there are quite a number of reasons as why I began, this channel talking about English, the Ielts test. So guys, I recently contacted the British Council Uganda and asked them how I could become, an Ielts examiner or even instructor. And the response I got from them was that anyone can become one. There's no specific route or certification, but if you choose, it's more of a personal effort. You just go out there, start learning anything about English, learn the band scores, the band descriptors, and then you end up becoming an arts examiner. I was like, okay, fine, I will just definitely take it up because I'm passionate at helping you guys pass this English test. So, and I'm always pushing out and leveling up my game, especially when it comes to the active modules of writing and speaking. So, guys, this journey began last year when I sat for my first arts exam. I remember this was on 9th September 2023, where I got a 7.0 overall with a 6 in writing and a 6.5 in speaking. It wasn't the best result, but I felt like all is done, and I felt like I'd wasted my money, my hard-earned money, and then I I reminded myself that if other people had made it, what about me? So I decided to research all resources. I came across a number of YouTube channels, offline resources on Google, name it. So I set again the paper on the 17th of February, just this year 2024, and then I passed with an overall of 8.0. So I was really excited, especially based on the fact that I had a 7 in writing and a 7 in what? In speaking, having leveled up my band score by a whole 1.0 in writing to a 7.0, all the way from 6.0. So guys, this was what the basis. I was so excited. I had put in a lot of effort and it all paid off. Guys, it was so interesting that this was even my last salary. The contract had expired with that company, and I was like, I'm in for the English test. Whatever comes, let me face my wrath. And then it paid off. So guys, speaking of the channels that I used to prepare for the arts exam, I remember there were a number of channels ranging from Rose Arts Academy, Fastrack Arts, which is my #1 inspirational channel, Best Mic Test, English Pro Tips, in Ielts Advantage. There are quite a number of channels which I used, and moreover, I don't even pay for any single course out there. Simply because a friend of mine had told me not to even pay because they will never guarantee my passing. So I just decided to take it up by myself. And to be honest, I don't think I would have made it if it wasn't for these free resources all over YouTube. So I really thank YouTube for that. That was my #1 reason as to why I decided to also be a blessing to others. If these strangers on YouTube were a blessing to me, why not also be a blessing to other people? So that's why I decided to recreate my own channel to help other people, or even redirect people who are lost in YouTube, finding fake resources out there, to direct them to the right people who really know what they are doing. So anyway, that's how. And even if you check all of my past videos, I always keep redirecting people to these channels. So guys, another reason as to why I decided to start out this channel is to break the myths. There were quite a number of myths associated with this IELTS test. For instance, there were a number of stories of people who had sat for exam like 8 times, and by the time they passed for their 8th last time, the UK had closed. Maybe they were trying to recruit nurses, and the UK had really closed. So it was quite so sad for them, and there were quite a number of misconceptions and bad mouthing this exam. And this was me who had such colleagues. I just said to myself, there are people who have really passed the system. I'm not their first, so let me just give it my own for the last time. Let me use my last salary. It's either win or lose. So guys, I just said it, just sit for it, and boom, it all paid off. So guys, the final reason as to why I decided to start an English YouTube channel is because I'm very passionate at helping people, whether for free, whether or they're giving me something in exchange. But I'm really passionate at helping people out there. When someone comes really asking me for help, I feel like I should really just offer them my advice. After all, it's so useless to die with knowledge. So that's why I really decided to start one. Guys, back then I was this person who really hated English. I remember in my O-level high school, I used to score so poorly on English. I used to get, like 12 out of 40. I remember in my end of O-level exams, I got a credit 6. That's close to a pass. So I was really so bad at English, and I really hated all the teachers. Fun enough, I don't think my English teacher is watching this video, but anyway, I really hated the subject. So guys, when I was preparing for my Ielts test the second time, I had this sort of like a mindset change. I began enjoying the whole thing of studying, not just passing through the system. I started enjoying English and how the Cambridge IDP constructed this language. Everything was constructed to in comparison to the band scores. When it comes to the active modules of writing and speaking, everything was really constructed, and it really made sense to me that it was just my mindset that was really lagging me behind. So moving on, when I really passed this test, I had friends of mine who used to tell their colleagues that I really passed. So when those people inboxed me and came out for help, I was so excited to help them. And in a way of providing value to everyone without tiring myself, I decided to start a YouTube channel, and I hope it will grow to the likes of fastrack Ielts. And yeah, so guys, speaking of fastrack Ielts, this lady named Asia Miyat, she's from Kazakhstan, and her story was that she moved to the UK to do her masters, and the way she really describes her videos is so fascinating. She speaks as though she's a native, and yet she's just an immigrant. And her stories and her videos are always inspirational to me. And that's why I was like, you really do not have to be a native speaker to teach other people English. But this Ielts test is all about tricks. It's just a tricky exam, paraphrasing and synonyms. These are the things which I keep talking about in my videos. So, guys, I hope you continue subscribing so that you can provide value to other people out there who are still struggling and they want to maybe reach their dream universities, work in their dream countries. So, guys, yeah, have a great time.